Welcome. Today we will be formatting characters in Microsoft Office Word 2007.
I am your instructor. My name is Renee Swaby. In this video, I will be targeting grade 10 students who are doing information technology. I will be covering section 6, objective number 8, which is applying appropriate character formatting features in Microsoft Word 2007. Now let's move on to the objectives.
At the end of this lesson, you will be able to bold, italic, underline, change font types, change font sizes, subscript and superscript characters. It is important to note that before you can perform any of these formatting options, you must open a Microsoft Office Word 2007 document. To open, click on the Start menu, then select All Programs. Next, click Microsoft Office. Then click Microsoft Office Word 2007 to open a new document. Characters are everything that you write on the page. These include numbers, letters, and symbols and spaces. Enter characters on your page using your keyboard. Next, you must highlight these characters. To format any character, put the mouse click at the start of the character, hold down on the left mouse button, and pull the cursor across the character and then release the button. You have now selected the characters that you wish to format. All these formatting options can take place from either your mini toolbar, home tab, or keyboard. After selecting the text, the mini toolbar automatically appears. It also appears with the menu after you have selected the text and clicked on the right mouse button. The Home tab is located in the top menu of Microsoft Word, and the font group is in the Home tab. Your keyboard, on the other hand, should be right in front of you. So now, let's get started. Bold. To make characters bold, you have three options after selecting it. Here is your first option. You can use the formatting options in the mini toolbar to quickly bold the characters. After selecting the characters that you wish to bold, the toolbar will automatically appear and you can select B for bold. Option 2. On the Home tab in the font group, select B to bold or remove the bold from your characters. Or your final option, you can use your keyboard by holding down on Control and then pressing B to bold or remove the bold from your characters. Note, click B again on any of the three options to remove the bold from your characters that you have selected. Italic. Now let's move on to italic. To make characters italic, you have three options after selecting it. You can use the formatting options mini toolbar to quickly italic the characters. After selecting the characters, the mini toolbar will automatically appear and you click I to italic a character. You can also use the Home tab in the font group and click I to italic or remove italic from a character. You can also use your keyboard by pressing Ctrl and I to therefore italic or remove italic from a character. There is so much that you are able to do with underline. You are able to underline words and spaces, words without spaces, double underline, underline blank spaces, and last but not least, decorative underline. Now let me show you how. To underline the words and the spaces between them, you have two options after selecting the characters. In the Home tab in the font group, click U. From the keyboard, hold down on Control and then press U. to underline the words but not the spaces between them on the Font dialog box launcher, and then click on the Font tab. To get the underline style box, click on Underline Style and then select Words Only. Next, click OK. You have now underlined the words but not the spaces between them. To use a double underline, select on the Home tab, click on the Font dialog box launcher and then click on the Font tab. In the Underline Style box, click on Double Underline. Then click OK. You have now double underlined the words that you wish to double underline. To underline blank spaces, the process is a bit different. You can underline blank spaces by clicking on Shift and then hyphen on the keyboard. If you click it 3 or more times in a row and then press Enter, you will end up with a line that is the width of the page that you have. To add decorative underline, next on the Home tab, click on the Font dialog box launcher and then click on the Font tab. In the Underline Style box, next click on Underline Color or Underline Style. I will first select my underline style and then I will select my color. Next, click OK. You have now completed all the tasks with the font types. Now let's move on to changing the font type of the characters that you select. You have two options after selecting the characters. Option 1. You can select the text and then use the mini toolbar and then select on the font that you wish to change it to. After selecting that font, your font would have changed. You can also use Option 2, which is the Home tab, and select the text from the drop-down menu that is located at the top of the font dialog box to also change your font type. Font sizes. Now let's move on to changing the font size of the characters that you select. You have 3 options after selecting the characters. After selecting the text that you wish to change the size of, you can use the formatting options in the mini toolbar to quickly change the size of the text by increasing or decreasing the numbers. The higher the number, the larger the text. You can also use Option 2, which is the Font dialog box, to change the size of the text. To make text subscript or superscript. Subscript and superscript refers to numbers that are positioned slightly higher or slightly lower than the text on the line. Now let me show you how to subscript and superscript. For superscript, on the Home tab in the Font group, click on the box showing X square. X square means superscript. So what you have to first do is select the characters that you want to superscript and then press X square. To get this, you can also press Ctrl and then press the equal sign on your keyboard. For subscript, it is a little different. Select the characters that you wish to subscript and then press X lowercase 2. This is located in the Home tab, which is the Font dialog box. You can also get this by pressing Ctrl, Shift, and then the equal sign. You have now subscript and superscript your text. Now let's recap what we have learned. Now that this lesson is complete, you should be able to bold, italic, underline, change font types, change font sizes, subscript and superscript characters.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Special thanks to Soynet White, Kean Dean, and Andre Fraser.